Going down for real. It's going down for real.
Welcome back, Crazy Cravers, to another Crazy Crave. Today, here joining me is Arrielle, my cousin. Hello. And we're going to make sweet cinnamon rolls today by Rosanna Pansino in her Nerdy Nummies book. Now we're going to show you the ingredients and put them all together, so let's get started. Alright, so the ingredients you're going to be needing are
1 packet of yeast, which is also 8 grams, a 1/4 cup of warm water, 6 tablespoons of salted butter, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, and 4 large egg yolks.
And you're also going to be needing 3/4 cup of whole milk, 1 teaspoon of ground cardamom, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3.5 cups to 4 cups of all-purpose flour, and yeah, those are all the ingredients.
For the supplies, you will need cooking spray, a small bowl, and cling wrap.
And you'll also need a whisk, a hand mixer, and a giant bowl for when we are going to put our dough in there to rise. That's why it needs to be so big.
So to make the dough, what you want to do is start off by taking your yeast packet and put it in your warm water and let it sit until the yeast is dissolved and foamy.
In a large bowl, we're going to add in our sugar and our butter, our salted butter, and we're going to take our mixer and mix that up until it is all smooth.
So what you want to do now is add one of your yolks, 1 yolk at a time, and mix well.
Okay, now we're going to add in our milk and our salt and cardamom.
And you want to whisk it together. So next you want to add in your yeast, and it should be bubbling. And
for that part, you want to beat it in. You do not want to whisk it.
And then you want to add
3.5 cups of flour until well combined.
And then you want to mix that with
the spatula. Okay, so we have our giant bowl and our beautiful dough here. It looks amazing.
Yes.
And we're going to put some butter onto our onto some parchment paper, and we're going to oil our giant ball. This is so the dough will not stick to your bowl as it is rising. And if you don't have a bowl this big, you can use the biggest bowl in your household that you have. That is also fine.
Yeah. And then you want to place your ball of dough in there.
And it will double in size, so that's why we need the giant bowl. And then we're going to take our saran wrap, or cling wrap, as you call it.
Yep.
And we're going to put it over top of the bowl.
Loosely. You don't want to put it too tight. We put a towel in the oven at 200 degrees Fahrenheit in the oven, and this just helps, and you can put this over your dough, and it just helps it rise better.
For the filling, you're going to be needing 2/3 cup of firmly packed light brown sugar,
1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon,
and 4 tablespoons of salted butter.
and melt it. You also need a spatula, a fork, and a small bowl. So in your small bowl, you want to add your brown sugar
And your cinnamon.
and you want to mix it together.
In our giant bowl of dough, yeah, that's what it's called, we are going to take it out and put it on a lightly floured surface.
You also need a rolling pin.
So now we're going to
butter on it.
spread it on there with our spatula.
Then what you will do is put your brown sugar and cinnamon mixture on the top.
Now we are going to roll our dough from the short side to the other side, obviously, into a long cylinder. Okay, so now we're going to spray a pan, so then for our cinnamon buns. And at this point you would like to heat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And yeah.
Then you want to cut your cinnamon buns.
However you prefer them.
And remember, these are going to rise a little bit more, so
Yeah.
don't cut them too enormous.
So you want to let your cinnamon buns rise for 30 minutes, and after those 30 minutes have passed, you can put them in the oven for about 20 minutes or until they are golden brown. Now our cinnamon buns are done, looking amazing, and we're going to make the glaze now. Alright, so we have our icing sugar here.
2 1/4 cup of icing sugar.
Yes, and we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and
3 tablespoons of milk.
so we're going to add that in to our icing sugar bowl. Mix with a whisk. And just do the milk slowly at a time, just to
make sure that it won't get too runny.
Yep. There, and it should turn out like this.
Icing is done, then you can pour it all over the cinnamon bun.
Or you can just pour it all over top. Yep, you can just put it all over. So here are our delicious cinnamon buns. They look amazing. I just can't wait to eat them all by myself. Just kidding. I'll share them. Thank you guys for watching this sweet cinnamon roll recipe, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. This recipe took a lot of time, but that's because you know that's because they're cinnamon buns. They do take time, mostly with the bread part, because the yeast needs to rise and all that.
Yeah, the rising part.
Yeah. And also, the making part is also a little bit complicated, but it's a little less complicated than the rising part. So anyways, they turned out amazing, and these cinnamon rolls are just fabulous. They look delicious. They taste delicious. And so I hope you guys really like this, and I hope you enjoyed Arrielle being on camera with me. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot more help than I would have gotten by myself, so it was great with her help. Otherwise, it would have taken twice the amount of time, which would suck. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to comment down below what you want me to do for future videos, and I will comment for them. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to me if you want to see more videos like this one. So I hope you guys have a fabulous new year. See you guys next time. Bye.
Down by the river, I was drawn by your grace into chapters of oblivion, into the lover's place. I was stuck in a puddle full of tears and unwise, stuck doing now I know that we've failed.